Soft, dramatic music begins, accompanied by visuals of human skeletons. Detailed X-ray scans of various bones, and people of different ages engaging in stretching and light physical activities like yoga and walking. Narrator, voiceover. Strong bones are the backbone of a healthy, active, and fulfilling life. They provide the structural support that allows us to move, work, and play. But have you ever thought about what's really going on inside your body? What if some of the foods you consume every single day are quietly sabotaging this vital framework? It's a little scary, right? Your daily dietary choices might be setting you up for a future filled with fragility and pain. In this episode, we're rediving deep into a critical investigation to uncover 5 common foods that are slowly but surely wrecking your bones. But don't worry, we're also going to share some simple, actionable steps you can take today to protect yourself and build a stronger, more resilient skeletal system for the years to come. The scene transitions to a close-up of a fizzy dark soda being poured into a tall glass filled with ice, bubbles rising aggressively to the surface. The camera then cuts to an animated graphic showing calcium ions being pulled away from a bone structure, which visibly thins out. Narrator. First up, let's talk about sugary drink sodas, sweetened fruit juices, and those energy drinks that seem to be everywhere. You might think of them as harmless little treats, but they're actually loaded with jaw-dropping amounts of refined sugar and, in many colas, phosphoric acid. This combo is like a double whammy for your bones. When you guzzle down these sugary drinks, you create an acidic environment in your bloodstream. Your body hates that and will do whatever it can to neutralize it. To restore balance, it starts leaching calcium, a mineral that helps keep your bones strong, right out of your bones. This constant calcium withdrawal makes your bones weaker, more porous, and, unfortunately, more brittle over time. Research shows that folks who regularly consume soda and other sugary drinks are at a significantly higher risk of developing osteoporosis, a condition that leaves your bones dangerously weak. It's not just a statistic. It's a real-life risk that could affect your mobility and quality of life down the road. A new visual appears, showing a person consciously choosing a glass of water over a can of soda. This is followed by shots of green tea being brewed and a glass being filled with fortified almond milk. Narrator, the good news. You can easily swap out those sugary drinks for healthier, bone-loving alternatives. Water should be your go-to beverage, as essential for overall health and helps transport nutrients throughout your body. Green tea is another fantastic choice. It's packed with antioxidants that help fight inflammation, which is a win for your bones. And don't forget about milk or plant-based alternatives like almond, soy, or oat milk that are fortified with calcium and vitamin D. Vitamin D is super important because it helps your body absorb calcium, making it available for your bones to use. The screen now shows a fast-paced montage of common fast food items, a greasy cheeseburger being assembled, golden brown French fries being scooped from a fryer, and a slice of pepperoni pizza being pulled from a box. It's cheese stretching. Narrator, now let's shift gears and talk about processed and fast foods. I know, they're so tempting, right? With our busy lives, it's easy to hit the drive-thru or grab a frozen dinner. But here's the kicker. This convenience comes at a hidden cost to your bone health. These foods are often loaded with excessive sodium, which is used to preserve and enhance flavor. When you consume too much sodium, your kidneys have to work overtime to filter it out of your bloodstream and excrete it through urine. But here's the catch. When sodium is flushed out, it drags a significant amount of calcium with it. Think of it this way. Every salty meal is like a sneaky thief robbing your bones of the essential minerals they need to stay strong. Over time, this urinary calcium loss can really add up and negatively impact your bone strength. An animated sequence visually demonstrates this process. Calcium symbols are shown leaving the bone structure and being expelled from the body. The scene then shifts to a vibrant home kitchen where fresh vegetables, lean chicken breasts, and whole grains are being prepared for a meal. Narrator, so what can you do? The most effective countermeasure is to cut back on those highly processed foods. Take control of your diet by cooking at home whenever you can. This way, you can manage what goes into your meals, especially the sodium content. Focus on whole, unprocessed ingredients. Load up on colorful veggies. They repacked with vitamins and minerals like magnesium and potassium that support bone health. Choose lean proteins like fish, poultry, and legumes, and opt for complex carbs from whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, and oats. The focus shifts to a coffee shop setting. A barista is pouring a dark, rich espresso shot. The camera then cuts to a series of quick shots showing a person drinking multiple cups of coffee throughout the day, ending with a graphic that depicts a bone structure slowly fading and becoming less distinct with each cup. Narrator, let's not forget about caffeine. Many of us rely on that morning cup of coffee to kickstart our day. While a single cup is usually fine, problems arise when you start chugging multiple cups. Too much caffeine, whether from coffee, tea, energy drinks, or even certain sodas, can mess with your body's ability to absorb calcium. But even if you're eating calcium-rich foods, excessive caffeine can block a good chunk of it from getting to your bones. Research suggests that drinking more than 3 cups of coffee a day, around 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine, can lead to a noticeable drop in bone mineral density over time. This is especially concerning for those who aren't getting enough calcium in their diets. It's like digging a hole in your bone health that just keeps getting deeper. A hand is shown measuring out coffee beans, stopping after a moderate amount. The scene then shows a person enjoying a yogurt parfait topped with nuts and seeds alongside their single morning coffee. Narrator, so what's the secret? Moderation and balance are key. Aim to keep your daily caffeine intake under that 300 milligram mark. Think about 2 to 3 small cups of home-brewed coffee. Also, be on the lookout for hidden sources of caffeine in other products. And most importantly, make sure you're loading up on calcium-rich foods throughout the day. Yogurt, cheese, leafy greens like kale and spinach. And fortified cereals can help offset any potential negative effects of your daily coffee habit. A visually appealing spread of desserts is displayed: colorful cupcakes, a decadent chocolate cake, a bowl of assorted candies, and cookies. An animation then shows large, sharp sugar crystals bombarding a bone, causing microscopic cracks to appear and spread. Narrator: Now, let's talk about something we all love: sweets. Excess sugar and sugary snacks are everywhere, and while they may taste amazing, they can wreak havoc on your bones. A diet high in refined sugar can trigger chronic inflammation, which accelerates bone breakdown. Plus, the metabolic processes needed to digest all that sugar can deplete your body of crucial bone-building minerals like calcium and magnesium. And here's the kicker: too much sugar can break down collagen through a process called glycation. Collagen is super important because it forms the flexible framework of your bones, giving them the strength to withstand impact. But without a solid collagen structure, your bones can become brittle and prone to fractures, kind of like a building with a crumbling foundation. The camera pans from the sugary deserts to a bowl of fresh, vibrant fruits like berries, oranges, and apples. A person is seen snacking on a handful of almonds and a piece of dark chocolate. Narrator: The solution. Retrain your taste buds and choose natural sources of sweetness. Fruits are not only sweet, but also packed with fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants, making them a much better option. When you're craving something sweet, reach for a piece of fruit. A small piece of dark chocolate, which is also a source of magnesium, or a naturally sweet snack like dates. And don't forget to read food labels. Many products have hidden added sugars, especially in sauces, dressings, and savory processed foods. The final scene focuses on a bar setting. A bottle of whiskey is being poured into a tumbler glass. This is followed by a dramatic slow-motion sequence showing a bone developing a stress fracture and then breaking completely. Narrator: Finally, let's tackle the topic of alcohol. While enjoying a drink here and there is usually fine, heavy and chronic alcohol consumption can be a major blow to your bone health. Alcohol messes with the delicate balance of hormones in your body, including those that regulate calcium levels. It also impairs your body's ability to absorb calcium and vitamin D, which are crucial for building and maintaining strong bones. And it gets worse: excessive alcohol can actually be toxic to osteoblasts, the cells that create new bone tissue. This slows down your body's natural bone regeneration process, leading to a higher risk of bone loss and fractures from even minor falls. The scene changes to a social gathering where a person politely declines a second alcoholic drink, opting for sparkling water with lime instead. The on-screen text shows the recommended guidelines. Narrator: Health organizations around the world have some clear advice. If you choose to drink, do so in moderation. This generally means no more than 1 standard drink per day for women and no more than 2 for men. Prioritizing your bone health. might mean reevaluating your relationship with alcohol and making choices that support your body. S. Long-term well-being.